One of the things that genuinely amazes me is whenever I hear people say things like, I'm mining Bitcoin on my phone, mining Pi Network, or mining any random airdrop tokens. And the reason is this: that is not mining. Chances are that you've never ever mined anything at all. In fact, your smartphone cannot mine. So, what exactly is crypto mining, and why is it that complex that you cannot even mine crypto with your phone? These are the questions I'm going to be answering in today's video, and I'm going to be showing you a device that you can use to practicalize mining for the first time. When we say Bitcoin mining, it is not those random buttons that you click on your phone. Like during the era of Notecoin or TapSwap, where people were simply tapping their screen, and at the end of the day, they get rewarded some amount of tokens. Or not even during the era of Core Network, where people were tapping some random buttons and at the end of the day, you get rewarded tokens. Good, you were rewarded, but that is not actually mining. Some years back, I've even participated in an application, I think it's Crypto City Browser or whatever, whereby I have to come in, mine for like 3 hours, or press a button that says it's mine for like 3 hours, then I'll come back again and mine. At the end of the day, I'll get rewarded in Bitcoin, and then I will draw to my wallet. I think I will draw $1 once, $1 of Bitcoin, and it's still my trust wallet up to today. I thought I was mining back then, but that is not actually mining. Those things are just what we can call cloud mining or imitation or whatsoever, but that is not mining when we talk about crypto mining. When we talk of Bitcoin mining, we're talking about contributing to Bitcoin's computational mining power to secure the network. And I know that that grammar might sound too complex, but I am going to break it down, so hold on. When we talk of real mining, it requires hardware, it requires hash rates, it requires electricity, and then it also requires probability. So with this, you already know that if you're using an application on your smartphone, you are not consuming any computational power. So as such, you are not mining. Just like what is currently happening in the crypto industry, you see how Bitcoin has been fluctuating lately, and then you see a lot of news surrounding this war that crypto might crash, crypto might not crash. The reason is this: Iran is one of the highest when it comes to Bitcoin mining, and the reason why they can do that is because they have constant power supply. They have 24 hours electricity. Because of this 24 hours electricity that they have, it enables the citizens to be able to mine. For you to mine, there are special hardware gadgets, special devices, special computers that you do get, that you have to run consistently on power supply for you to be able to mine. Your mobile phone does not have the capacity to do that, even if you have constant power supply. So for you to mine, there are complex machines that you can use, just like the ones you're seeing on my screen here. But because of technology and advancement, we have come to an era whereby these things have reduced in size a lot. So I'm going to show you an example in this video so that you have a real experience of what mining looks like. The device you're seeing on my screen here is the BTC Solo Mini Lottery Miner, and it came from Jingle. This device is very small. It consumes just 1 watt of power. So that basically means that even your power bank or electricity from your laptop or any USB device or power bank can power it. Now the hash rate is 300 kilo hash per second. So if we compare this to that of the Bitcoin network, which runs at hundreds of exahashes per second, this device is just extremely tiny compared to that network. So the difference is this: this is actually a real hardware device, and it can do something that your phone cannot. That is mining. It actually performs at around SAH256 hashing. It's not an application simulation. This is real mining. This is where it gets interesting. When we talk about mining, there is solo mining and there is pool mining. This device is a solo miner, not a pool mining, and that simply means that you are mining independently. So if by some miracle you hit a block, then you win the full block reward. But let's be realistic: with just 300 kilo hash per second, the probability is extremely low. So yeah, that is basically about that, and this is why this device is called a lottery miner. So this means that you could actually hit a real block under probability that is almost impossible, or if you're a mathematician, it's capped at 0. So I'm just going to consider this device a toy. But yeah, it gives you real mining experience if you've never experienced mining before. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect this to electricity, turn it on, and then show you how to do the setup. The first step to set up this device is to get an external hotspot device. Because I don't want to use an external hotspot device currently, I'm using another phone, so I turn on the hotspot of that phone. So you can just turn on the hotspot of any phone around you or turn on a real hotspot. They are going to get another device that you're going to use for the setup. So I have turned on my hotspot currently. The next now to do is to scan this barcode. This barcode that is on the screen here. You can either choose to scan it, or you can choose to scan the barcode that is on the manual, or you can just decide to go into your Wi-Fi. Once you go into your Wi-Fi, you're going to see that it is displaying there as the Jingle miner. What I'm going to do now is to head over into my Wi-Fi, and just like I told you, I already have a hotspot device turned on. So the next thing you want to do now is to tap on this your Jingle miner that is showing here. As you can see, it is saved on my phone. So if I click on this configure Wi-Fi, it is supposed to, as you can see, Antonio's iPhone. Good. That is to say that a hotspot device is turned on. So once that is turned on, what I want to do now is to go into this place. Now this SSID means that I am going to copy my phone's hotspot name. Currently what I'm using is Antonio's iPhone. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Antonio's iPhone in that place. Alright, so as you can see, I have typed in the name. The next now to do now is to put in my password. So for this password, the password you're going to be putting is the password of your hotspot. That is what I'm going to be putting here. So I'm just going to skip that, for security and the likes. Now for this pull URL, you can leave in the default one that is there. There is no problem with that. You can keep using it. And then you can also decide to pick up the manual, and you're going to see different pull URL there. Look at this one is the BTC Solo. This is the public pool. This is the VK, which is the one I'm using currently. So you can go ahead and use that one, and the pool port 333. So depending on the one you're using, you can use any one. It's still okay. This place here is my Bitcoin wallet address, and then for the time zone, I'm going to put in 1. The reason is because I'm recording this video from Nigeria, so that is basically that about that. Once you're done, the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and tap on this save. Once you tap on save, you're going to wait for like 5 seconds for this page to configure properly. Once that is done successfully, your phone is going to refresh, and then as you can see, this is how it looks like. So that basically means that the mining has started, and as you can see, the block is currently 0. So this is how the device looks. As you can see, this is all there is to it, and that basically means that you have to keep this connected to your hotspot 247 if you want to keep using it. So that is basically that about that as regarding to this Bitcoin miner. I mean that you cannot do real mining, because the company that actually sent this to me, they do offer real hardware devices for mining. As you can see on my screen here, this is their website. In case you want to get this lottery miner that I'm currently reviewing in this video, or you want to get the real one, you have the capital and you want to get it, you can visit their website. This is the link on my screen here. If you're watching from YouTube, you can also check the description box of this video. This is the link there. Pick up the link, go there, purchase any one of your choice, and I'm also gonna love to hear your take on this in the comment section of this video. That is basically that about that. From today, you need to know that whenever you tap those buttons on your phone, it is not mining that you are doing. We can call it simulation or cloud mining or whatever they call it, but it is not actually mining. We start properly on mining and understand what it's all about. If you love educational contents like this, make sure that you're following me here. And like I said, if you want to get this device, you can check the description box of this video. I'll have dropped the link there. Simply click on it and get the device, or you get any of the other ones that is currently there. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, turn on the bell icon so you get notifications whenever I upload a new video just like this one.